Welcome to the Jungle, clones. A-Bomb with you, coast to coast. And another day of Braves baseball. This time it's the Phillies and Braves getting set for baseball battle. And it's Mike Foltynewicz hoping to get things together today for the Braves. He is our starter. And he brings in a 1-5 record and a 6.02 ERA. And he is opposed on the mound today by the Phillies pitcher Cole Irvin, 2-1 with a 5.48 ERA. The Braves still in first place even after losing last night to the Phillies in the 6-5 game and another blown save by the bullpen. The Braves are 41-30, 1.5 games up on the second place Phillies, who are 39-31 on the season. So let's hope Folty can get it together today. Let's hope the Braves can win this rubber match and win the series. If we can win this series and win the ball game today, we'll be 2.5 games up on the Phillies. After the game, if we lose, we'll only be a half game up. So very important to win this game. Good to see Mexican in the house. Wishing everybody happy Father's Day indeed. And so we're getting set to lead things off. It's 85 degrees at game time in Atlanta under mostly sunny skies. It's a warm day. I've just got back from the park myself. Went out there and did a couple of laps. Came back and hit the showers, and now we're ready for some baseball. Segura leads it off, and he looks at a strike. Check that. He looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Braves wearing their white unis, and they're wearing light blue caps and T-shirts today. Is that a new Sunday thing? Seems like each day of the week now has its own uniform. Segura grounds one over to third base, and Donaldson throws him out. Out number 1. So obviously the key to today's success for Folty is just not, is to keep it right between the ears. He's got the stuff. He's got the 97-mile-plus fastball. He's got a great slider. He was an all-star last year. He started this year on the injured list and just hasn't been the same since coming back. We see T has made an appearance. Good to see you. Today's game brought to you by TreasureHunt.ga. Here's Bryce Harper, batting .246. And he hits the first pitch into short right field. Markakis, with the sunglasses down, squeezes it for out number 2. So 2 quick outs. Yeah, so Folty can just keep his temper under control. Then that could go a long way towards a good afternoon for him. The Phillies are also wearing the light blue caps and T-shirts and belts. I'm guessing this is a prostate cancer thing. I've got the volume down. But you know what? That makes sense. It's Father's Day, prostate cancer day. Everybody's wearing light blue. Don't forget to get checked out. If that's something you need to do, if you're having prostate issues, don't be afraid to go to the doctor. There's your public service message. Because here at Coast to Coast, our mission is to serve the public. Folty with the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's Kingery. He had a big day yesterday. He's got the average up to .347. And OB is in the house. OBH. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. I forgot. Who's Jessica? I can't remember who that was. And Mike Foltynewicz looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He's got a 1-2 count on Scott Kingery. Pitch is swung and a missed. 98-mile-an-hour gas. And the side is retired. So Folty starts off with a bang and a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first. We now head to the bottom of the first. Phillies nothing and Braves coming up to bat. We're back, and the Phillies have thrown out a different starter than what was initially advertised. It's Velasquez. I had reported that it was Cole Irvin making the start today. Not sure what happened there, but Acuna is in, and he's got an 0-2 count on him, and he's facing Velasquez. Acuna comes into today with a 287 average. Oh, 0-2 pitch hits him. Acuna gets hit. Where did that get him? Somewhere on the arm. So let's see the replay. Looks like it might have gotten him close to the elbow where he's got the protective gear. Oh, but instead it got him on the back of the hand. Ouch. Ow. Right on the back of the hand. There is no protection there other than a thin batting glove. Good to see T in here. Yeah, if you need to do whatever you got to do to get us linked up with your broadcast, whether you're watching on cable or somewhere else, there is no delay coming from my software other than just the normal internet delay. Probably about 5 to 7 seconds. We invite you to let us be your second screen experience. If that's your thing. If not, if you're on the road, keep us locked in and we will bring you the entire game today. We expect to hear soon from the Bone Crusher. We understand we might be simul-streaming on Twitch. And so Dansby is up with a runner on first, nobody out. One-oh pitch instead to first, throws it away, and Dansby's going to motor on down to second base. That ball ends up in short right. And that was Acuna actually on first, making it all the way to second on the errant pickoff attempt. Runner in scoring position with nobody out. Dansby has a 1-0 count. Dansby swings and misses it. Ball way outside the zone. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one is hit in play, and that gets down for a base hit into left field. Acuna only able to advance to third. It was hit so hard. Freddie Freeman steps in. Freddie, 308, 19 home runs, and 49 RBIs. He's 2 for 9 in the series. Runners on first and third. Nobody out. Freddie takes ball one. The 1-0 pitch to Freddie. It is hit foul. You're absolutely right, Mexican. We got to rattle this guy early. He's not even a starter. He's not in the rotation. He's looking to become part of the rotation. He's given up 10 home runs so far this year. Pitch to... Or throw goes to first instead of the pitch. Runner back. Velasquez gets set to deliver the pitch. Here it is. This one is hammered down the right field line. Fair ball, run in. Is another run going to score? Here comes Dansby across the plate. It's 2-0 Braves. Freddie Freeman, 2 RBIs on that double. And Freddie continues to rake. Freddie on second base. Still nobody out. Bottom of the first. 2-0. Good guys. Fastball right down the middle. Freddie turns on it and grounds it just fair down the right field line, just out of the reach of the diving first baseman. Donaldson hit a 3-run bomb last night. Wasn't enough. Here he is with nobody out, and a runner on second. Donaldson looks at ball 2. Donaldson has a 5-game hitting streak going. The 2-0 pitch. Way inside. And Mexican looks like we are, in fact, rattling Velasquez early. Let's keep it coming. Had the green light and fouls away the 3-0 pitch. Bone Crusher says we're also on Twitch. Donaldson with 11 home runs. And the 3-1 pitch to him. This one makes it in left field. Base hit. Freddie stops at third. Velasquez has been greeted rudely by the Braves. 2 in, runners on the corners, and still nobody out. And here comes the pitching coach for the Phillies. Freddie is very underrated. I think he's finally at the point where maybe he's going to start getting his due. He's definitely on an MVP run this year. Thanks. Yeah, my voice is back, but it's still a little weak. So I'm going to try to conserve my words today. And that is a problem I run into every so often. And here's Markakis. 268 average, 6 home runs, and 35 ribbies. Glad to have any Phillies fans who might be joining us for the first time. We're an Atlanta Braves channel. We're big Atlanta house, but we welcome in fans of all teams. One-0 pitch. That one is hit to second, on to short for 1, back to first. There's a double play. A run does score, however. That is no RBI for Markakis since that run scored off a double play, however. 3-0 Braves. No, I don't have the call-in working. That's a work in progress, and will be announced at a later time. And here's Austin Riley. Nobody on, 2 outs, 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Austin, 293, 11 home runs, 31 RBIs in 29 big league games. The Hawk is in. Riley swings and misses in the dirt, throw down to first, and the side is retired. But it was a good one for the Braves, who put up 3 runs in the bottom of the first, including a 2 RBI double from the man, Freddie Freeman. And so that's how we wind up after 1 inning. It is 3-0 Braves. Top of the second. And the cleanup man is batting for the Phillies, Rhys Hoskins. 274 average, 15 home runs, and 49 RBIs for the cleanup man. And Crusher, I understand we're going head-to-head with John Brooks this afternoon. He was scheduled to do this game today. Here's the 1-1. Grounded to third. On to first. Donaldson throws him out. And yes, glad to have the Hawk on board. Sync us up like Crusher has done. The delay is minimal today. And there's the replay from last night with the ball ricocheting off the head of Newcomb and bouncing about 30 feet the other way into the dugout. I'm done. I don't need to see that one anymore. He is in the he's in the dugout today. Good to see Newcomb attending the game. Hope he's okay. Pitch is popped up to Dansby Swanson. 2 quick outs. Yeah, the All-Star game is based on votes. And speaking of that, go ahead and start stuffing the ballot box for the Braves. Just simply Google All-Star and your player, and it'll tally a vote as easily as that. So far, so good for Folty. 5 up and 5 down so far. We're in the top of the second with 2 outs. Pitch to Williams, fouled away. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch to Nick Williams is fouled away. And at some point, you got to figure that pitchers are going to start at some point having to wear a helmet out there. Maybe it's just the batting helmet. And I've heard talk about this before, that like that's in the works, that at some point pitchers are going to have to wear a helmet. Jay Bruce is out of the lineup tonight. So Williams is filling in for him, and it's now 2-2 with 2 out. A 2-2 pitch is called strike 3. So 6 up and 6 down for Folty. We head now to the bottom of the second inning in Atlanta on a beautiful Sunday, Father's Day, and the Braves are up 3-0. It's A-Bomb, and I'll be right back. Ozzie Albies up at the top. Check that, bottom of the second inning. 1-0 count on him. He looks at ball 2. Every home run hit today around the big leagues is $1,000 to the Prostate Cancer Fund. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Swings in, fouls it away. Ozzie has averaged at .275, 10 home runs, and 33 RBIs. He's 2 for 8 in the series. Strike 2. It's 2-2. Did you have a great weekend? I got out, as I mentioned earlier today, got out, went to the park, did a couple laps around the track. Feeling pretty good. Coming off of a 4-day weekend. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Ozzie. Swings and misses, strike 3. And so Ozzie is retired, and that's going to bring up the pitcher spot. No, check that. Ozzie is not batting 8th today. Tyler Flowers is the batter. .256 average with 5 home runs. And Flowers is batting 8th today. Fouls away the first pitch. Foltynewicz waiting on deck. And this catcher's duo, the tandem this year, is working great as Flowers swings and misses at strike 2. Between Flowers and McCann, the average is right around 300. There's about 10 home runs, and there's about 60 RBIs. That has worked out way better than expected. 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. Mets come in tomorrow. It's a 7:20 first pitch, and it's Soroka versus Zach Wheeler. 1-2 pitches, swung and a missed. Flowers is gone. And we think Bone Crusher's going to have tomorrow night's game at 7:20 Eastern. Shout out to the 5 watching on Twitch. This is where you come to have fun and talk about the Braves, Falcons, Atlanta United, and much more. Folty swings and misses. It's 0-2. That was pitch number 30 for Velasquez in the bottom of the second. And Folty swings and misses. That was an awful looking at bat. He does not look comfortable up there. That's okay as long as he keeps pitching like he's doing so far. That is enough. So we head now to the 3rd inning. And the Braves have a 3-0 lead over the Phillies. You're watching Coast to Coast. are back. Top of the third inning. Braves up 3-0, and Franco is leading things off with his 205 average. Which team has the best catcher, Sergeant Gibby? That's a good question. At one point, you know, back in the past, I would have been able to tell you an answer. As this one finds its way into left field for a base hit. Franco's on first with a single, leading off the third. You know, in the years past, I would have instantly been able to say, okay, yeah, this is the best catcher in the league. Right now, I'm not sure who that is. I know it's not on the Braves. Obviously, we've got a really good tandem between Flowers and McCann. But the best catcher in the league is not on the Braves. Mexican for Golovkin can probably fill us in on that. And there you go, Real Muto. And he's batting right now. Actually, no, he's not. Check that. Knapp hits one over to the second baseman. That's Dansby. And he turns the double play, actually. That was the 4-6-3 twin killing. So 2 outs and nobody on. Pitcher's best friend. Yeah, I love McCann and Flowers, but, you know, at this point in both of their careers, neither one, you know, is considered the best pitcher in the game. Best catcher in the game, that is. And so here's Velasquez with 2 out. And he fouls it away. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is high. Folty, total of 24 pitches. Here comes 25, and it is fouled away. It's still 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. This one's put in play. Is it going to split the gap? It doesn't, because Acuna cuts it off, but hell of a... Oh, and he's out. He took too far of a lead off first. He rounded first too far, and they threw him out coming back. So the pitcher almost split the gap. Great play in the outfield by Acuna to cut it off and not let it go to the wall. And so they throw back to first base. And since he rounded too far, he was out coming back. Let's see the replay. I don't know about that. This might be a good challenge. So I think that this is going to be a challenge that will be overturned. Still a great job from Acuna cutting it off and preventing the double. And now we do have an official challenge. And it looks like he's going to be called safe. And the call, in fact, has been overturned. So everybody, all the Braves players had gone back to the dugout. Now they're back on the field. So back to the top of the order for the Phillies and Segura. Looks at a ball at 97. It's 1-0. It's 2-0. So this is one of those situations where Foltynewicz needs to really check his mental situation and work through it. The pitch is fouled out of play. It's 2-1. Anything that could possibly set off a little bit of a mental breakdown, including a situation where you thought you had the out and then it gets overturned. Things like that is where Folty can find himself in trouble. Let's see if he can work his way out of this small jam. Missed inside. It's 3-1. Two outs, runner on first, and the 3-1 pitch. Fouled away. Full count. Three-two pitch. He walks him. It's now runners on first and second with two out. Bryce Harper steps in the box. So he's up with two outs and two on. He's got 12 home runs on the season. Oh boy, pitch to Harper. It goes way over his head. Everybody moves up 90 feet. I mean, that one, here it is, the replay. About 3 feet over the head of Bryce Harper, all the way to the backstop. Runners on second and third now with two outs. And here comes the 1-0. Fouled away. 99 on that gas, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Way outside. Open base. At first, in case Harper does end up walking. That was pitch number 35. Pitch number 36 is outside also, 3-1. And now Folty's, same old story with him now. He's getting frustrated. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That's ball four at 99 miles an hour. And so here comes the pitching coach. He's going to have a word with Folty. Tell him to calm down. We thought that inning was over. The call was overturned. And now the bases are jammed with 2 outs. All right, so the mound meeting adjourned. So the bases are loaded. Scott Kingery is up. He's 6 for 8 in the series. He's been red hot. And while you're here, you might as well hit my info button and subscribe to the Bone Crushers channel. You see him there. The pitch to Kingery is fouled away. And we're checking out Crusher's picture. What is going on there? It looks like you're on the flight deck of the Starship Enterprise, possibly. Impressive picture, and you can find it on my info button, and that's your pathway to the Crushers channel. He does all the Braves games that I don't do, for the most part. So bases loaded, the 0-1 pitch to Kingery. Fouled away, it's 0-2. 99 on the gun. Big shout to the 10 on Twitch who are watching. Really appreciate you checking us out. Tell a friend. Can Folty get out of the inning with no damage? The 0-2 pitch is over his head again this time, though. Flowers was able to corral that, and so it's 1-2. Today's game brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. The 1-2 pitch. Uh-oh, way outside, all the way to the screen. However, it hit the brick so hard that it ricocheted back to Flowers before the runner on third could advance. So can it be a wild pitch if the runner doesn't advance? They just charged him with a wild pitch. So with all that, 2-2, nobody scored. Folty was cruising. He steps off the rubber, will reset. So a couple of sky-high pitches. The 2-2 is low and outside. It's 3-2 with the bases loaded. And you got a feel for Folty. He's just thinking, here we go again. Okay, runners will have a head start. 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. This one's put in play, and it's back to the wall, And it's caught just shy of the wall, actually. Acuna with 1 foot on the warning track. So after all that, Folty escapes with no damage on the scoreboard. So way to go, Folty. We will step aside as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning on a Sunday. Happy Father's Day to ya. We'll be back. Right then, so we're about set to kick off the bottom of the 3rd. Acuna leads things off. Dansby Swanson and Freddie Freeman all due up. Folty fooled nobody in that inning. Acuna got hit by a pitch on his first at bat. Batting average 287, and here's the pitch. It's in there. Here's the 0-1. This one, a shot into left field. That's a single for Acuna. He's 1 for 1. He's got an 8-game hitting streak. And here comes Dansby. Braves and Mets, 7:20 Eastern tomorrow. So Dansby gets set for the first pitch to him. Here it comes from Velasquez. Strike 1. Throw to first. Runner back safely. Working very deliberately. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Instead to first base. Acuna back. If it's your first time here, appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button if you're into Braves, if you're into the Falcons, if you like Hawks and other professional Atlanta sports. So, getting set for the 0-1 pitch to Dansby. Here it is. Inside, it's 1-1. Freddie Freeman on deck. He's had 2 RBIs today. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. That is. It's 1-2. We'll cue up some of the Jim Rome show from Friday and hit you with that in between innings. But first, the 1-2 to Dansby is outside. Good eye. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Popped up. Shallow center. And there is out number 1. Runner on first now with 1 out. And we've got a Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen. So, bottom of the 3rd, and the Phillies already going to their pen. We'll step aside and let you know who the new pitcher is after this. Right now, let's check out the Jim Rome show from Friday.
Week until Smack Off 25, the silver anniversary. 25 years of doing that event. 25 years. A quarter century of Smack. It's incredible. Invite only. Winner take all. Winner gets 25 gur. Runner up gets jack. 3rd place gets even less. Program brought to you by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Rocket Mortgage is with you every step of the way to provide a seamless mortgage experience. 1-800-636-8686. Read for Grave coming up next segment. In hour number 3, Alvin's legendary week that was. I want to give you my thoughts on the Golden State Warriors and how much heart I thought they showed. I want to talk about whether or not we should drop an asterisk on the Raptors. This email says, Dear Jim, I have a message for all the Canada haters out there. Suck it, losers. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing my Toronto Raptors celebrate by pouring maple syrup all over each other. I cannot wait to watch the victory parade comprised of dog sleds and moose-drawn floats constructed entirely of beaver pelts and flannel. Sincerely, A. Canadian Lesks, ice fishing champion and connoisseur of round bacon. War American clones, double wide trailers, not being half or worth half as much as my 1-bedroom, 1-bath igloo with a detached 2 Zamboni garage. Canadian Lesks. All right, I could lay out a long-form take on the Golden State Warriors right now. I'm prepared to do so. I've got lots of thoughts. or I could roll a telephone call us on this Friday. Let's go to Naples. If I'm going to Naples, I'm going there for one reason. Lauren lives there. Lauren in Naples. Hey, Lauren, what's up?
What's up, Rome?
What's up, Lauren?
Turn
All
down
right.
for what?
Clones on the phone. Thanks to Jim Rome, and we'll hit that a little bit later on. Right now, we're back in the bottom of the third inning, and the new pitcher is Cole Irvin for the Phillies. He was the intended starting pitcher for today. That's who was advertised as being the starter on ESPN's preview. And now he's in the bottom of the third. There's one out. There's a runner on first. And Freddie Freeman is up. He's a lefty, and he deals a strike. It's 2-1 to Freddie. Two-one pitch is fouled away. It's 2-2. Freddie's 1 for 1, had the big double back in the first inning and drove in 2. Swings and misses. Strike 3. So there are 2 outs, and that brings up Donaldson. Donaldson hits one the other way to right field, back to the wall, and gone! Opposite field, 2-run bomb for Josh. 12th home run. It is 5-0 Braves. 2-out lightning has struck in Atlanta. Hell to the yes. Donaldson took that the other way. Goodbye, baseball. Just cleared the bricks. That one traveled 398 happy feet. And here comes Markakis. He's 0 for 1. Bases cleared. 2 runs in, and it's an 0-1 count on Nick. Donaldson smokes one into center, but right to the center fielder for out number 3. The Braves add 2 runs on a Josh Donaldson bomb. Back to the Jim Rome Show, courtesy of CBS Sports Radio.
One bath igloo with a detached 2 Zamboni garage. Canadian Lesks. All right, I could lay out a long-form take on the Golden State Warriors right now. I'm prepared to do so. I've got lots of thoughts. Or I could roll a telephone call us on this Friday. Let's go to Naples. If I'm going to Naples, I'm going there for one reason. Lauren lives there. Lauren in Naples. Hey, Lauren, what's up?
What's up, Rome?
What's up, Lauren?
Turn down for what?
Come again?
Nothing.
That went pretty horribly, Lauren. You know, Lauren, I was going to play some ball. I really was. Because I never know what to expect when you call. And then you always give me exactly what I expect. But that I could tell was going to come off the rails. Like, you got out pretty quickly this morning, Lauren. But Alvin was not having it. Hey, Alvin, we could let her go a little longer. I mean, aren't you at least bit curious why she was doing that? Where she was going with that? What she had gotten into at 10 a.m.? It's Friday. All right, anyway. Apparently she wanted to go in on Mona. That's legitimate lady clone jungle beef. Lauren and Mona. Except we'll never know. Now, if you're wondering to yourself, hey, Rome, is that the worst call you've ever taken? I'm going to say no, but it's probably in the top 10. Can we run that back one more time really quickly? I mean, what just happened there? Hey, Lauren, what's up?
What's up, Rome?
What's up, Lauren?
Turned down for what?
Come again?
Nothing.
That went pretty horribly, Lauren. So you're dropping some Lil Jon on me. Anyway, in retrospect, upon further review, Alvin did the right thing. In fact, you probably should have run her sooner, Alvin. Hey, Alvin, you got a hammer. Don't be afraid to use it. Or I'll give it to somebody who will.
We are back.
Come on, Lauren.
What? Thank you, Jim Rome and CBS Sports Radio. Here's Hoskins, and he swings and misses. It's 1-1. Five, nothing. Good guys. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, and let's hope that Folty can get that shutdown inning. It's imperative. Gotta shut the door in this inning and then come back and keep on keeping on. Cannot let off the gas against these guys. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4, just missed. So picking up right where we left off, pretty much. Big crowd, it looks like, today at SunTrust. And why not? We're playing some great baseball. It's an exciting team. And these seats are packed on a hot June afternoon. Cesar Hernandez, he's 0 for 1 today. And he's up with a runner on first and nobody out. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled back. Glad to have Twitch on board coast to coast today. My name is A-Bomb. I am the host. It is 2:29 Eastern on a Sunday afternoon from Gwinnett County, Georgia. Hit us up in the dugout. That's where we talk about the show. The 1-1 is fouled back. We talk about the show. We talk about the Braves. We talk about whatever. And, in fact, it is the show within the show inside the dugout, and it helps to drive this show. Let us know where you are. If it's your first time in, we know where all the regulars are from. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Third strikeout for Folty. Happy Father's Day to you. If you're a dad, even if your kid is a fur baby, that still counts. And here's Williams. He's 0 for 1 today, and he looks at strike one with 1 out and 1 on. It's 1-1 to Williams. Batting just 177 on the year. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Williams. Popped into left field. That one is easy for Austin Riley. Squeezes that for out number 2. We are in the top of the 4th inning from Atlanta. Braves won in comeback fashion Friday night. Phillies won in comeback fashion last night. And now the Braves have a 5-0 lead in the rubber game. Franco looks at strike one. He's 1 for 1 today. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's 0-2 after that foul ball. 98 on the pitch. Right, Mexican. If Folty can't hold this lead, then we got some major problems. So, yeah, let's see him go into the 6th inning at least. 0-2 pitch is fouled away. He's definitely bringing the heat today. I'm seeing 99s, 98s, bunch of 97s. Oh, 2 pitch chopped over to Ozzie. Can he throw him out? He can. Nice play by Ozzie dealing with that high chopper. Nothing doing in the 4th for the Phillies. So Folty has gotten in and out of a couple of jams. So far, the results are good. No runs at all for the Phillies. We head now to the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-0. Bottom of the fourth we go. And it's Austin Riley leading things off. He's 0 for 1 today. 12 on Twitch. Love having you guys on board, folks. It's 1 for 1. Or I'm sorry, it's 1 and 1 on Riley. It's 1 and 2 on Riley. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Irvin gets set to deal the 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Fouled away. First pitch, 7:20 Eastern Time tomorrow night. Mets are in town. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Riley swings and misses. Strike 3. He's retired. So that brings up with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Wait for it. Ozzie Albies batting 7th tonight. Looks at ball 1. There is strike number 1. It's 1 and 1. The pitch swung on and missed. 1 and 2. Happy Father's Day. The 1-2 pitch is high. My dad passed away many years ago. But if yours is still around, make sure to give him a shout. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one's grounded over to shortstop. Throw over to first is late. Oh, thank you, T. Appreciate the condolences. Thank you much. So Ozzie was really moving down the line and beat out that throw. So Tyler Flowers is up in the 8th spot. Runner on first with 1 out. And he looks at ball 1. Throw goes to first. Runner back. Back to first. Runner back again. The 1-0. Just inside. 2-0. We were talking about it earlier. The tandem of Tyler Flowers plus Brian McCann is really getting it done from the catcher's position this year. When you add both their numbers up, 2-0 pitch is called a strike. Questionable. It's 2-1. When you put these two guys' numbers together, they add up to quite a productive spot offensively from the catcher's position. 2-1 pitch is outside. Pitcher spot due up next. And we assume it will be Folty. This one is hit into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Ozzie all the way around to third base. Way to go, Tyler Flowers. That's a single. Runners are on the corners with one out. And here comes Folty. Doesn't exactly strike fear into the heart of pitchers when you hear that. Oh, and the third baseman, Franco, shoulda, woulda, coulda come up with that ball and turned a double play. But instead, somehow it got by him. It's ruled a hit because it didn't touch his glove. Oh, Folty puts down a bunt. The squeeze is on, and the run scores. Yes. Successful squeeze. Folty, all high fives in the dugout. Squeeze me. Way to go. Hell yes. So the squeeze was on. He got the bunt down to the right side. And let's see who comes up with it. The first baseman comes up with it and does the old scoop shovel with the glove to the catcher, but it was too late. And so the catcher takes the ball and throws it onto first base. And he at least got Folty out. Yes. 6-0 Braves. 2 outs. Here's Acuna with a runner on second. It's 2-0 to Acuna. We'll get you some scores from around the league coming up. This game brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. The 2-0 pitch to Acuna is foul. It's 2-1. So all Braves so far, but don't stop here. 2-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. We know the Phillies can turn it around anytime, and so we need to just step on the accelerator and keep the pedal to the metal. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Dansby Swanson on deck. There are 2 out. The 2-2 pitch To Acuna. This one into right field for a base hit. The run scores. Tyler Flowers comes across and makes it 7-0. RBI Acuna. It's 7-0 Braves. Some more two-out magic. Acuna Matata. And you got to like this score, 7-0. So here's Dansby. Dansby hits one deep to center, but it's caught on the warning track for out number 3. We head to the 5th inning. It is all Braves on a Saturday afternoon. Check that, Sunday afternoon. And in celebration of that, we're going to rock out between innings. Let's crank this up and cruise on to the 5th inning. All right, we're back. Welcome back. We're in for the 5th inning. And Folty starts it off with a 96-mile-an-hour heater, but it's a ball. It's 1-0 to Andrew Knapp, the catcher today. Good to see Noah and Chain. Go Braves indeed, and also Brickmaster Films. Welcome in. You found us. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Braves up a touchdown. And this one is hit into right field. There's a single to lead off the 5th for the Phillies. My favorite player right now, I'm going to say Freddie. Freddie is my favorite player right now. If you're going to have to ask, if I'm going to have to come up with one, that's who it would be. Here's the pitcher, Irvin. And he's got a 1-0 count on him. Yes, you know, Dansby's done a pretty good job. He started to get the bat going. This is his best offensive season so far. And it's now 2-0 on Irvin, the pitcher. Two-0 pitch is low. Come on, Folty, keep it together. I hope Sean Newcomb's going to be okay. You got to be concerned anytime you get hit with a baseball that hard and it bounces back 30 plus feet into the dugout. You got to be concerned about that. And it's not like, oh, okay, well, he's smiling and he's sitting on the bench now. Everything's good. It's one of those things that could take some time. Sometimes those things have lingering effects. You hope it doesn't. They said it was not a concussion, which is a miracle in itself. All right, Brickmaster rocking his Dansby shirt. Here's 3-2 pitch. And that one was foul tipped. We'll do it again. Yeah, no, that thing had the, you know, now that we're measuring exit velocity, we know that thing was going 100 plus off the bat. How does it bounce off your skull and go 30 or 40 feet in the air? How do you survive that, much less not get a concussion? How do you walk away from getting your cranium cracked like that and the ball ricocheting all, you know, that far up into the air? We all saw the replay. How do you walk away from that? And what's going on here? Right, there is some kind of delay. Do we have a possible catcher's interference discussion? Apparently that's what it was, and it was judged to be no catcher's interference. Much to the disappointment of Phillies manager Gabe, don't call me Cotter, Kapler. Okay, so back to baseball. 3-2 pitch. And that's low, ball 4. Not good. Runners first and second. Nobody out. And it may have indeed been interference, but apparently it's a non-reviewable call. So play stands. Here's Gene Segura. He's the leadoff man. He's up there with a couple of runners on and nobody out. Something's cooking for Philly. Fouled away. '97. on that strike. It's 0-2. Welcome aboard. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if it's your first time in. My name is A-Bomb. You're watching Coast to Coast and Phillies Braves on a Sunday. This one is hit to second. Ozzie bobbled a little bit, so only had one play, and he took the safe route over to first base. Could have been a double play if he fields it cleanly. As it stands, though, runners on second and third with only one out. Opportunity for a double play, but it did not work out. Bryce Harper up. He's 1 for 9 in the series, 245 average on the year. And he's 0 for 1 this afternoon. Swings at the first one, and that one is going to reach the stands. It's out of play. Yeah, we're not Bryce Harper fans around here. Let's hope we can retire him with no damage done and let him leave town. A little bit later on, after losing 2 of 3 in Atlanta. Here comes the 0-1. That's fouled out of play at 98 miles an hour. It's 0-2. Gibby, yeah, the Phillies didn't trade anybody. They picked him up as a free agent. His contract was up in Washington. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The expectations are quite high. Right, and they're high because they paid that huge salary to him, $330 million over like a really long-term stretch, like 9 years, I think. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Bryce. This one is hit into left field for a base hit. Couple of runs come in to score. It's 7-2. And Harper ends up on second base. So Bryce goes the other way. Donaldson could have, another kind of close play where Donaldson could have maybe have gotten that one and made a play on it. Am I wrong about the score? I thought 2 runs scored. Was I wrong? It's only 7-1 according to the scoreboard. I just assumed that 2 runs came in on that one. But I'm wrong. So there's 1 out. Runners on second and third. And so come on, Folty. Really got to bear down and do something here. However, the Phillies just did something here. Oops, that was foul. Barely. Barely. Okay, never mind. Just a noisy strike. No, we don't want to take Folty out yet. Let's hope he can work through this. He's in the heart of the Phillies lineup right now, however. But if he can make it through this, that would be key. Fouled away. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Kingery. Fouled away. We'll do it again. Yeah, Gibby, I mean, that's just how it goes. You're going to have like these big free agent guys. That's who Bryce Harper was. And his contract was eclipsed by Mike Trout's. His got into the 400s. Mike Trout got like a similar amount of years, like 9 years. And there's a strikeout. Out number 2. So there are now 2 outs, top of the 5th inning, and runners on second and third. Kingery swings and misses at the gas that's way outside. So chance for Folty to limit the damage. So Mike Trout got like 400, I want to say it was like $450 million. And so here we go. Hoskins in, the cleanup man for Philly. He's 0 for 1 today. And he looks at a strike. Slider on the outside corner. Oh, 1 pitch is outside. Braves and Mets tomorrow night, 7:20 Eastern Time. And we expect the Bone Crusher to have that one for you. If you're wondering who that is or where to find him, click on the info button on my card and you'll see the link to his channel. Strike 2 to Hoskins. It is 3:05 Atlanta time. It is 12:05 on the West Coast. We're glad you could be with me. My name's A-Bomb. You're watching our show Coast to Coast. It's the 1-2 pitch to Hoskins, and he lays off. It's 2-2. Braves and Phillies. Game 3 of the 3-game series. Braves won in comeback fashion on Friday night. Phillies did about the same thing last night, and the Braves are looking to win the series today. This game brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. Happy Father's Day. And there's a swing and a miss. Folty fist pumps as he gets the strikeout. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. After the Phillies are only able to put up 1 run, it is 7-1 Atlanta. We'll be right back for more baseball right after this. Do not move. Freddie Freeman leads off the 5th inning. Braves up 7-1 on a Father's Day. Two-0 count to Freddie. He's 1 for 2. Couple of RBIs in the first inning off of his double. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Thanks for all the chatter in the dugout today. Glad to see everybody there. The show within the show. Yeah, I agree. I like the Father's Day uniforms myself. It's they're all kind of wearing this blue. It's a prostate cancer awareness celebration, and every home run hit today in the big leagues is another $1,000 to the Prostate Cancer Awareness Fund. Brickmaster says, I'm going to watch a game July 2nd against the Phillies. I assume you mean in Atlanta. Are they going to be back on July 2nd? And here's Josh Donaldson. Single, home run, 2 for 2. And he looks at a ball. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swings and misses. I appreciate that. I'm not a fan of Joe Buck. I like a lot of announcers in baseball, but Joe Buck is not one of them. And then he does football too, so you have to put up with Joe Buck in like all these major sporting events. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. A little bit low. It's 2-2. We understand Bone Crusher is running errands this afternoon. He may be at TJ Maxx with his wife. He may be at Ross. And there's a ground ball. And that is out. Number 2. Donaldson grounds out to short. Crusher could be at the Walmart, Panama City Beach. Or maybe they're out on the beach right now. That would be sweet. If you're wondering where I'm coming from, Gwinnett County, Georgia. Markakis hits one into right field. That's going to be a 2-out single. That's part of the metro Atlanta area. Current temperature is coming right up for you. '87. And yes, Sergeant Gibby Riley indeed is up. And he gets into one. This one's way back. It's way back, but it bounces up against the wall. Extra bases. Markakis is going to hold at third, and Riley with a 2-out double. That's his 5th of the year. Brickmaster asks if, do I know about the Savannah Bananas or the Macon Bacon minor league teams? No. But I love both of those names. Actually, you know what? I think I am aware of the Macon Bacon. Was not aware of the Savannah Bananas. But Macon's been known for wacky minor league teams. The Macon Whoopie was the name of their hockey team for a long time. And this time Acuna hits it. I'm sorry, that's Albies. Hits it all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And the Braves are pouring it on in the 5th inning. It's 9-1. Ozzy Albies. 2 out. Double. That's his 14th of the year. Back-to-back Braves doubles. Riley and Ozzy Albies. And this thing is now wide open. And so Folty will bat with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. It's 0-2 now on Folty. So Folty with a big lead to work with. And like Mexican said earlier, looks like he's going to have that opportunity to pitch well into this game and hopefully build that confidence as he swings and misses and the inning is finally over. But the Braves tack on more. Let's go to the 6th inning on a Sunday afternoon in Atlanta. It is all Bravos. I'm very happy to report your score: Atlanta 9, Philadelphia 1. This is A-Bomb, and Coast to Coast is going to be back. Be right back. Let's check some scores from around the league. Brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. And we start off in Cincinnati, where the Rangers are up 1-0 on the Reds. It's the Red Sox 2, the Orioles 1 in the 5th inning. In the 6th inning, it is the Tampa Bay Rays 4, the Angels of Anaheim 3. The Indians 8, the Tigers 0 in the 7th inning. Mets and Cardinals are tied at 3 in the 6th. It is the Marlins 4, the Pirates 3. That one's in the bottom of the 6th. Also in the 6th inning, the Nationals are up big on the Diamondbacks. 8-2 is your score there. The Yankees are up 5-1 on the White Sox. The Blue Jays are up 2-0 on the Astros. It's the Royals 3, the Twins 0. That one's in the 3rd. The Padres and the Rockies are just underway. It's 1-0 in Colorado. And all the other action coming your way later on. And the first out of the 6th inning has been recorded. Folty induced a ground out. And that is Dansby Swanson with the assist. And so with 1 out in the top of the 6th, up comes the 6th man for the Phillies, and that's Williams. He's 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a fly out. And it's 2-0 on him. Foltynewicz just threw pitch number 90. Pitched a pretty impressive game so far. He's been in trouble a couple of times, and he's pitched his way out of that trouble. The 3-0 pitch to Williams, ball 4. So with 1 out, we've got a runner on first. Good to see OBH back. Yeah, he has gotten out of a couple of big jams. You know, he almost let the mental stuff get the best of him, but he was able to, you know, clear the mechanism and reel it back in and take control. And so Franco is up. He's 1 for 2 today, and the first pitch is fouled. It's 0-1. Gibby, I'm not sure if he's trying to pitch around Nick Williams or if he's just, or if that's just kind of how it's worked out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's popped up into short right, and Markakis puts it away. 2 out. Top of the 6th. So I think it's more of him just not pitching well against Williams versus him attempting to pitch around somebody. So 2 outs, runner on first. Knapp is up, the 8th place hitter, and he looks at ball 1. Knapp is 1 for 2 today. He's catching. One-0 pitch is fouled away. Pitcher spot due up next for the Phillies. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. It's 1-2. Folty still bringing it. 96 on the gun. We hope Bone Crusher is getting through his honeydew list and shopping duty. Today we understand he is mobile right now and checking us out on his Trump phone. The 1-2 pitch bounces up there. So if Knapp can reach somehow with 2 outs, we'll see who comes up and bats in the pitcher spot due up next for the Phils. Here's the pitch. Fouled away again. It's 1-2. Check that. 2-2. Man, what a great weekend it was. Weather was pretty good. Got out to the park today for an hour or so. Walked a couple of laps around the big track. Cleared my head, feeling good. Hope the Braves can win the series. And there is strike 3. Folty rings him up. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. It is all Braves on a Sunday afternoon. Let's get you back. Scratch that. Oh, never mind. No, let's get you back indeed to the Jim Rome Show from Friday.
Do better. All right, that sets this up. So I've been wondering out loud on the program exactly where this guy is. He is a champ. The 2010 Smack-Off champ. We had a player profile of him a couple of days back. And some of his more savage moments on the program. And what do you know? There he is. 1 week out. He's already got 1 strap from 2010. Let's go to NoCal. Broadway Victor. What's going on, Vic?
Hello. Hey, man, I don't know if the choice of I got 5 on it for the Smack Off promo is some kind of subliminal message that Brad has already been preordained to win his 5th, or if it means Mark in Hollywood and his gigantic receded 5-head are going to win, or if it just means that Nooch and Irate Craig are going to split a dime bag of weed. All I know, Rome, is that if you thought I wasn't going to show up for the Smack Off this year, then you don't know me, brother. You don't know me like I know me. You never walked in my shoes. That's some Little John Daly for you. Hey, quick sports take here. New York City hoops legend, Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket freshman phenom, NBA veteran Kenny Anderson suffered a stroke not long ago, Rome. He's recovering very well, thank God, but my research tells me that it's not uncommon for stroke victims to lose control of their bowels, at least temporarily, which means there's a good chance that our boy Ken is having to rock one of them disposable adult undergarments, which is fine, but I'm just worried that the idiot Dick Vitale is going to show up to visit him and be all like, oh, we got a diaper dandy, we got a diaper dandy. And I see that you're up for the Radio Hall of Fame again, Rome. I want to wish you good luck on that. Let me check really quick who else is on the list of nominees this year. Oh, my goodness gracious. Susan Waldman is nominated for the Hall of Fame with Jim Rome. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't think you have anything to worry about this year, Rome. Hey, I have a suggestion for the podcast. There's a guy I heard recently on the Joe Brogan podcast. He's got a great story about survival, and he's actually got a bit of jungle history to him, and that's Travis Barker from Blink-182. Hey, Rit, do your job. Speaking of podcast, Rome, I know you had that Brian Koppelman guy from the TV show Billions. Have you noticed that the characters on that show are always dropping all these movie references and sports references, you know, like, oh, man, I feel like Buckner coming back to Shea, or, dude, you're like Mike McD when he flopped the nuts against Teddy KGB. Rome, that's how you know that Koppelman really is a clone. You know, he really does listen to the show because the guy literally built an entire hit TV series just based on reverse engineering my calls to this show. Okay, I mean, geez, what's next, Koppelman? Is Bobby Axelrod going to prank call someone as Conor McGregor from Las Vegas? And by the way, Rome, I heard some clown call the other day trying to do Conor in Vegas.
All right, it is Smack Off 25 coming up on the Jim Rome Show. That is Friday. Can you believe it's been 25 years for the King of Smack? And so we're back, and Acuna leads off the bottom of the sixth inning with a single. He's on first. Dansby fouls away. It's 0-2 on him. Acuna gets his lead. Here's the 0-2 pitch, fouled away. Acuna, indeed, 3 for 3 today. Gotta love it. Our guys are just raking, man. This has been a hell of a stretch these last couple of weeks. Just enjoying this as a fan. Oh, 2 pitch to Dansby is low. Exactly, Brick. Just need to get that bullpen tweaked, man. If we can get that going, if we can get a real closer. Dansby hits one deep to center. Back to the warning track, and the catch is made. There's out number 1. Yeah. I mean, it's clear we need to get a closer. We do not have a closer right now. And so here's Freddie. Fouls away the first pitch. He's up there with 1 out and a runner on first. Freddie, 2-run double. That was in the first inning. Here's the pitch. It's low. 1-1. And we are raking indeed. And Freddie Freeman is one of the lead examples of that. What a year Freddie's having. Fouled away. It's 1-2. Yeah, I'm not concerned about where Donaldson will go next year. That's going to take care of itself. We'll enjoy his time here as a Brave, but we know who is ready to take over third. Freddie hits one into shallow right, and it falls in. Little duck snort. So that falls in. That's his second hit today, and there are runners on first and second. Freddie gets jammed, and it goes up pretty high in the air, but the outfielders were playing so deep that they did not have the opportunity to catch that one. So here's Josh. Speaking of, home run earlier this afternoon, opposite field job. Two for 3 is Josh today. He's got the average up to 249. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Way inside, gets away, and in fact it hits him in the process. So Donaldson down at first. Hit by pitch. And it barely grazed the uniform. I mean, and it did. It got the uniform very clear on that replay. Probably felt like a gust of wind to Josh, but it did not actually make contact with him, or at least with his body. Just the uniform. So base is jammed. Here's Markakis 1 for 3. He looks at a strike. Chance to get this one into double digits. Braves have 9 and looking for more. A little bit outside, 1-1. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out, bases loaded, and Markakis is in the batter's box. And here's the pitch. High, nowhere to put him. Good to see Mondo Madeira from the Bay Area. He's in the box. Welcome to the dugout. Markakis drives one pretty far into left field. There's the catch, and there's the tag. And in fact, the double digits have just occurred because the Braves now have 10 runs. It's 10-1. Markakis, sack fly, RBI. And so now with 2 down, here's Austin Riley. Austin's 1 for 3. Fouls away the first pitch. Very productive at bat for Markakis indeed. Got another run in. It's 1-1 now to Riley. Yeah, Irvin Gibby, you know, he's taken one for the team is what they call that. Sometimes you just got to do that. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Riley. This one is hit high, but playable in left field, and that's going to do it in the bottom of the 6th. Riley flies out. So end of the 6th inning, the Braves are now in double digits. You got to like that, right? As we now head to the 7th inning. Happy Father's Day. It's 10-1 Braves. takes over in the top of the 7th inning. Braves are up 10-1, and here's Miller pinch hitting for the pitcher. Welcome back. Coast to Coast is back on the air. It's A-Bomb with you. And Brad Miller is the name of the pinch hitter. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him. It's 2-0. Yeah, Tomlin's back in with his big chewing tobacco cheek. A rare sight these days. Used to be the norm in the big leagues until a lot of awareness came around about smokeless tobacco and the dangers that come along with that. Here's the 3-0 pitch. It's in there for strike 1. Three-one pitch. On the corner. Thought it was ball 4. He tossed his bat away, and then he had to grab it back at the last second, right before it left his hand. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one's hit up the middle and into center field for a hit. Leadoff single. Leadoff pinch hit single. Gene Segura, 0 for 2 today. He walked in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 10 in the series, and he's batting .276 overall. This one, grounded back to the pitcher. Over to second for 1. Back over to first, 2. Double play. Way to go, Tomlin. Turning the old 1-6-3 double play. So with 2 out, who does that bring up? That brings up Bryce Harper. He is 1 for 2 today, 2 for 10 in the series, and has not made much noise other than a big home run on Friday night in the losing effort for Washington. Check that, in the losing effort for Philadelphia. 1-0 pitch to Bryce. Outside. Gibby says, Bryce Harper says that the Braves and Mets fans are the rudest. Well, I don't give a damn. And by the way, that's not even close to being true. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fouled away. It's 2-1 to Bryce with 2 outs. The rudest fans are Phillies fans. That's been well documented over the years. As far as Mets fans go, they're probably in the list. They're probably somewhere under the Phillies. But to say that the Braves are somehow worse than the Phillies fans, that's laughable. And so it's now 2-2 on Bryce Harper. Tomlin deals. Swings and misses. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. Yes. Bryce Harper is down on strikes. The side is retired. And it is time for the 7th inning stretch in Atlanta. So let's get on our feet and get set to close this thing out and celebrate. We'll be right back. Bottom of the seventh we go. Ozzy Albies is 2 for 3, and he's leading it off. It's all Braves. 10 runs, 13 hits, and 1 error. For the Braves, 1-5-1 for the Phillies. Albies fouls it off. It's 1-1. If it's your first time in, we would encourage you to subscribe. Here's the pitch. This one is hammered into the right field corner. That gets all the way to the wall. Ozzy will end up with his helmet off at second base. $40,855. 40855. That is nearly a full house in Atlanta today. And a big attendance number for the weekend series. About 110,000 total. Let's check some scores. The Rangers and Reds are tied at 3. That one's in the third inning. In Baltimore, the Red Sox are up 2-1 over the Orioles. Tampa Bay is up 4-3 over the Angels. That game is in the 8th inning, by the way. In Tampa, here's the pitch to Flowers. Swung and a missed. It's 1-1 on him. In Detroit, it's all Indians today. 8-0 Cleveland. That one's in the bottom of the 9th. In New York, it's the Cardinals 4, the Mets 3, 8th inning there. Also in the 8th in Florida, it's the Pirates 5, the Marlins 4. In Washington, the Nationals are all over the Diamondbacks. 10-2 is the score there. Yankees and White Sox. In Chicago, where the Yanks are up 7-1. In Houston, the Blue Jays are up 4-0 on the Astros. That one's in the 6th. In the 5th inning, it is KC 3. It is the Twins 2. In Colorado, just underway. Padres up 3-1 there. All other games coming up a little bit later on. This afternoon, scoreboard update brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. The 3-1 pitch to Flowers. This one is hit hard and deep and gone. Tyler Flowers, 2-run blast. 6th home run of the year. And what did we say about these Braves catchers? The tandem of Tyler Flowers and Brian McCann has proved to be very lucrative and successful this year for the Braves. Lucrative, no, that's not the right word, but it's been very, very good. And it could be lucrative to both of these guys if they keep it up. And so it's 12-1 Atlanta, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. The Braves offense has been en fuego. The Braves have scored in every inning except for the second. 3 in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and 2 so far in the 7th. And somebody just struck out. And I'm not sure who that was. It could have been our relief pitcher. And it looks like that actually was the case. The pitcher just struck out. So, Ronald Acuna is 3 for 3. The average is up to 294 for Acuna, and he looks at ball 1. I hope Crusher's enjoying this blowout, this rout. 1-0 pitch is outside. "15 hits for the Braves. Acuna puts the charge into one. Back. Goodbye. Home run, Acuna. Solo blast. He's 4 for 4 today. Number 16 on the season. Damn. 13-1. Mexican asks, how bad is the traffic around SunTrust? Well, just depends on when you go. It was awful the other day. It was some of the worst traffic I've been in. I went to that game that started at 12:10. Okay, and everything's fine then. But the game went long, and it didn't get over until Atlanta traffic jam starts right around 4 o'clock. So it took me forever to get back home. What should have been a 45-minute drive back home ended up being like 2 hours. Dansby Swanson is up, by the way. And he grounds that one foul. It's 0-2 on Dansby. Braves up 13-1 in the bottom of the 7th. But that game on Thursday that started at noon and it ended right around 4 o'clock, meaning you're getting in your car about 4:15, and by the time you do that, it's well within Atlanta traffic jam time. And so it was a shitty driving experience for me. However, if you go to a night game, especially during the week, it's not going to be that bad. But if you're going on a weekend and Dansby hits one into left field, there's out number 2. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say the worst possible time to go to a Braves game is any game that gets out around 5 o'clock on a weekday. So if you're going to a weeknight game, you're fine. If you're going to a weekend game, you should be okay. But don't let that scare you into going to a game. I mean, you're going to run into bad traffic at any sporting event you're going to. It's no different than any other ballpark in the United States. Once you're in your seat, you're going, man, this is a great stadium. This is awesome. So yeah, Mexican do it, and if it works out, let me know when you're coming, man, and we'll meet up in the Battery, which is the big bar and restaurant area that exists just outside of the stadium. It's this big complex. You feel like you're at Disney World or in some kind of theme park when you're there. They've got all these condos and shopping and restaurants, and when you're in the middle of all that, then they've got all this music piped in. You feel like you're in some kind of happy place like Disney World or Six Flags. Three-two pitch to Freddie is fouled away. Gibby, I've never been to the Coca-Cola exhibit or Coca-Cola World. I've never been to any of that. And I've lived in this area my entire life. Guess it's probably about time. And the 3-2 pitch is outside, ball 4 to Freddie. He walks. Okay, well, Gibby, you need to... Oh, you're talking about the world of Coca-Cola. Yeah. Was going to go there, but the traffic was so bad. You're right. I mean, that's not anywhere on my bucket list. Even though it's a local attraction. I did finally go to the aquarium, by the way, for the first time just last year. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Donaldson swings and misses, but it wasn't really that great. Like, I'm glad I went, but it didn't blow me away. Will I go back? Probably not, unless I'm taking like an out-of-towner on a tour of Atlanta. Yeah, it's a huge aquarium, and it's great, and it's cool and everything, but, it's definitely worth going to once, at least. Donaldson. That one's a hit. So, Braves have runners on second and third with 2 out. Donaldson got a single and took second on the error. Braves with another 3 spot on the night. "17 Atlanta hits on the day." And here's the pitch to Markakis with 2 outs. Fouled away. Bone Crusher checking in from Piggly Wiggly, Panama City. Yes, Gibby is a grocery store, and they exist in smaller towns around the southeast. Yeah, I would think there would be one near Cartersville. That's like prime Piggly Wiggly territory. It is a value grocery store. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Markakis. Swan is into left field. Base hit. Another run in. And the Braves have put up 2 touchdowns. It's 14-1. Good guys in the bottom of the 7th. The hits just keep on coming. And here comes the Phillies pitching coach. Yeah, it's pretty amazing what's going on with this lineup lately. And we were a good relief pitcher away from winning last night's game. And so we've got runners on the corners with 2 out. And Riley looks at ball 1. He's 1 for 4 today. Four for 13 in the series. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside, 2-0. Braves and Mets tomorrow night, 7:20 Eastern Time. Will Bone Crusher be bringing you that one? We think so. It's now 3-0 to Riley. Throw pitch, taking all the way, and it's in there for strike 1. The 3-1 pitch is smoked into center field. There's a base hit, an RBI for Riley, and it's 15-1. Ryan Maloney, thanks for checking in. You're in the dugout with A-Bomb. This is Coast to Coast. And it's 15-1 Braves. So Ozzy Albies is due up next. And here's the pitch to him. It's high. So he's up. 2 outs, 2 on base. Ozzy's 3 for 4 today. Okay, Ryan, welcome in. Yeah, we're perfectly kind of Phillies fans. And that's going to be out number 3 in the inning. Ozzy Albies grounds out to finally end the 7th. But the Braves put on more runs, and the hits just keep on coming. So we head to the 8th inning. How about this for your score? It is the Braves 15. It is the Phillies 1. Wah, 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 wah. So with that, we step aside and we come back with you for the top of the 8th inning. That'll happen right after this. Yes, there is a new relief pitcher in, and his name is Yanoa. And let's spell that for you. That is Y-N-O-A. I'm not sure if this is his major league debut. If not, it's close to it. This dude is bringing some heat. But it's 3-1 to Kingery. And you know it. Absolutely. Here's the 3-1 pitch. This one's put in play into the gap. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Markakis comes up with it, and there's a leadoff double for the Phillies. And Ryan Maloney, yeah, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Rough day for a Phillies fan. Here's Reese Hoskins. He's 0 for 2 today. He's the cleanup man for the Phillies, and here's the pitch to him. In there, 98. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Hoskins. A little bit outside. Yeah, Yanoa is definitely bringing it. That one swung on a miss. 87-mile-an-hour slider. Off-speed stuff. We'll check the scoreboard around Major League Baseball coming up. And this one is swung on a miss. Hoskins strikes out. Okay, this is his debut. And that was his first strikeout. Ball gets thrown. And that one goes back to the dugout for safekeeping. First Major League strikeout for Yanoa. Wow, next pitch is up there at 99. Catches the corner, and it's 0-1 on the Phillies' fifth place batter. Hernandez 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. A little bit low at 98. Thanks for being with us on this Father's Day. It is 4:15 on the East Coast in Atlanta time. My name's A-Bomb. The show's Coast to Coast. Make sure to hit us up with a subscribe. And that one is swung and a missed. It's 1-2. That would be awesome. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's outside. It's 2-2. Braves and Mets tomorrow night, 7:20 Eastern time. I'm not going to be carrying that game for you, but if you click on my info button on the top right, you'll be able to see the Bone Crushers channel. He has that game for you tomorrow. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. It's still 2-2. And big shout to SG Anderson 14, who subscribed 14 minutes ago. Thank you. Here's the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt at 98. It's 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. It's put in play, and it's hit to Riley in left. That's going to be out number 2. Runner holds at second base. So Yanoa has come in so far and looking good. So with 2 outs, here is Nick Williams. Batting 6th. He is 0 for 2 today. The pitch to him is low. Welcome in, Mathcar. 1-0 pitch is fouled away. Indeed, it is 15-1. Where's the race today? Is it going on right now? We've got our NASCAR expert in the dugout. And he goes by Mathcar1877. Make sure to hit up his channel if you like a good breakdown of the Cup race each week. And we've been informed that NASCAR is off this week. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Williams. Swung on a miss, strike 3. And out go the Phillies in the 8th inning. Tyler Flowers leads things off next. He has had a home run today. And we'll be back to let you know how that goes after these messages from Coast to Coast. This is A-Bomb. Tyler Flowers is batting. And Sean Newcomb is the name of the pitcher that got hit yesterday. As far as we know, he's doing okay. He's in the dugout. He's not cleared to pitch today, but he is in the dugout. But that's just one of those things, man. I mean, he was cleared of any concussion. They did the MRI, and that came out okay. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Flowers. This one's put in play, and that is, well, actually, it is just foul, and it bounces up into the stands. That's a long strike. It's 0-2. But so far, so good. Looks like he's okay. And as of right now, he's expected to make his next start whenever that's due up here in the next 3 or 4 days from now. That's subject to change, however. Flowers strikes out, swung and a missed. Oh, wow. So we've got another example of a position player. And Crusher, it's the dude with the weird beard. He's out there pitching in this blowout. And Culberson hits one to the shortstop. There's 2 quick outs. Yeah, Mathcar, the exit velocity was somewhere up there around 102 miles an hour. That hits off your skull and bounces another 30 feet in the other direction, and somehow you're still okay. That's insane. But that's how it worked out. And apparently he stayed awake through the whole thing. And so who's batting now? It is Acuna batting now against the position player Rodriguez. His beard is weird. He looks like an Italian artist or some kind of European sculptor or painter or something along those lines. Acuna's 4 for 4 today, including a home run. Well, the jury's still out on Dallas Keuchel. He's had one really good start in the minor leagues and one mediocre start in the minor leagues. Here's the 2-1 to Acuna. This one's put in play, and that's going to be caught by the right fielder for out number 3. And so we won't really know about Dallas Keuchel until he shows up in an Atlanta Braves uniform and pitches a game or two. Yeah, he's been, the jury's still out on his minor league performance, but it's really hard to get a good gauge on those couple of games. We'll just have to see. And so the Phillies have been retired in the 8th inning. We now head to the bottom of the 9th. It is all Braves. 15-1 is your score from Atlanta, and we'll be back. Top of the 9th, A-Bomb, Coast to Coast, back with you. Appreciate it if you would subscribe if it's your first time here. And Max Fried is definitely part of our future. He's had a couple of starts in a row that haven't gone great, but he's still one of our best. Two-0 pitch is fouled out of play. Inoa still in there. Yeah, Max Fried is definitely one of our top young pitchers. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ooh, we'll take that. A little bit outside, but the umpire called it a strike. It's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swan is hit back to the mound, throws over to first. In time, out number one. Inoa fields that one. Don't forget to vote for your favorite All-Stars. Stuff the box. Top of the ninth. Last chance for the Phillies. And here is Knapp batting eighth. He hits one to Freddie Freeman, who underhands it to Inoa covering first. 2 outs. Yeah, Brick, bring it on, man. That's a huge if to beat the Dodgers. But if there's any team built for it, it could be the Braves. Thanks, Mathcar. Freddie Freeman indeed deserves to be the starting first baseman in the All-Star game for the National League. 100%. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Miller. Swings and misses down to their final strike. Much love to everybody who has joined us this afternoon. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. And you know what? We had that incident, what was it, last night where a Phillies player got hit in the nuts with a ball. This time the umpire took one to the cup area. Here's the 0-2. This one is popped up. This should do it. The Braves are going to win this game right now. Austin Riley squeezes it for the 27th out. And the Braves win big and take the series 2 out of 3 against the Phillies. Your final score today from Atlanta. Atlanta 15, Philadelphia 1. So that puts the Braves up 2.5 games. How about that? In the NL East. Hell to the yes. Can I get a hell to the yes? So with that in mind, thanks so much to everybody joining us. We had Gibby, we had Brickmaster, we had Mathcar 1877, we had Mexican, as always, bringing the knowledge. And so many more thanks to Ryan Maloney, Phillies fan, stopping in for a few. And it's on to the Mets now. Tomorrow night, 7:20 Eastern Time, the Mets are in town. That one features Zach Wheeler for the Mets against, wait for it, Mike Soroka. The dude with the long neck and the kick-ass ERA and the badass fastball. He'll be coming your way tomorrow night. And Crusher will have that one. Before we get out of here, click on my info button and go ahead and join the Crushers channel. And if it's your first time here, we would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel on the way out. It was all Braves today, taking the series 2 out of 3 from the Phillies with a 15-1 hospital job on the Phillies today. So glad you could join us. We will see you next time. A-Bomb out.